Hey everyone, I am back at my family fun Christmas tree, and it's been a pretty good season. Like, even though things are weird this year, I'm keeping perspective. Honestly, I got kind of down today and just felt like going into a cave and just hiding from it all, because where we are, everything went on lockdown again today, and it just kind of affected my brain. But my son took me for a walk and I feel better. So I am here today to talk to you about family traditions. I've been talking to you a little bit about that over the Christmas holidays, and I wanted to share another a few tips that I use, and also just encourage moms that you can do this. You can totally make your own family traditions. I think a lot of moms think that it's this big deal, like a tradition. I don't have any family traditions. And if we stop for a moment, you probably have more than you think you have. Most moms do something yearly, but they don't call it a tradition, and so they don't think they have any. So I am here to encourage you today to kind of look at what you do and maybe start calling it that. Why call it that? Why even call it out? Because I think it's really valuable for your kids to know that there are things that you do in your family consistently. So how in the world do you even make a family tradition? You know, we have our family fun tree with our presents under it. I talked to you about that a couple weeks ago. And every few nights we open a Christmas family fun. That's something we do. We do the Jock-a-Block-a-Flawed books. Remember last week I talked to you about the Jock-a-Block-a-Flawed books. If you haven't seen those videos, it's on my YouTube channel, by the way. So just go look for me on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel too, because I do put something out every week. But those videos are up. Okay, so today I want to talk to you about how do you come up with your own. I have 3 things that I kind of look for when I'm doing a new family tradition, because we do start new ones occasionally. Number 1, Mom, what makes you sparkle? What makes you sparkle? What is something that when you think about it, you're like, this is fun for me for the holidays? Those are the type of traditions you want to do. I'm going to share one with you in just a minute that I do that makes me sparkle every year. Number 2 is, what can you gladly keep up with year after year? Again, I have something I'm going to share with you that I never do again, that I did for a few years and boom, I'm done. So what can you keep up with year after year that can become a family tradition? And then number 3, what brings connection to your family over the holidays? And if you keep it simple like that, you can come up with some really valuable family traditions that bring joy to your home, that aren't draining on you as a mom. Because the last thing I want for you as a mom is to be drained at the end of the season and go, oh my gosh, that was so much work. We don't want it to be work. We want it to be joyful and pleasant and enjoyable for you, not just the kids. All right, so number 1, what makes you sparkle? Let me show you something I do. And again, remember, keeping family traditions simple. Keep it simple for you, because you have to implement these things, right? So it's got to meet your criteria. This makes me sparkle. These little bitty booties, they make me laugh because they're so tiny. And so I put these on our kitchen table. Every Christmas, the same ones come out. I don't try and make them all pretty. They're just these little booties. You can buy them at the Dollar Tree, anywhere. They sell them all the time. And you put one, I put one at each of my kids' places. And then when we have dinner together, I fill them. So these are those Lindt, I don't know if you can see that, that light's kind of weird. Those Lindor, they're not Lindt, they're Lindor chocolates. Oh my gosh, they're so good. And then I also do like Dove chocolate bars, these little individually wrapped candies, right? Just one little individually wrapped candy, and I put a candy, or my kids do it now, into each person's stocking. And at night, after we eat dinner, everybody has a little treat. It's super simple. And that's my whole point with you, is keep it simple, Mom, so that it doesn't drain you. This makes me sparkle. It makes my kids sparkle. They know that every Christmas, these come out for the month of December and at dinner time, and it doesn't happen every night because, well, my kids are a little older. We don't always eat dinner all together, but when we do, that comes out. Could you start that this year? You totally could. And you could even make it easier. On Sundays, we have a little a gift in the stocking, and the gift is super simple, like chocolate. Okay, so there's one idea for you. Okay, my second thing was, what can you gladly keep up on? That's something I can easily keep up on. Easily, because my kids, even at like 5 years old, would fill the stockings. It was so fun to implement. Something I can't keep up on? Yeah, this guy. Oh my gosh. His name is Rocky. He came out for, I think, 3 years. The first year, I had a blast with him. It was something that I needed in my life. I needed the joy of hiding him around, being creative. I had so much fun. The second year, I went, oh, okay, I got to do this again. And I did it. The third year, I went, no way. I have nothing in me to do this because he takes a lot of work. So I give you permission to put him away. Yep, he goes in here now. This is where Rocky lives. Some of my kids don't even know that that's where he is. But Rocky has not come out for years now because it wasn't something that I could do for my family that was enjoyable for me as well. Does that make sense? So I give you permission to stop a tradition if it doesn't meet your criteria. If it's draining you at Christmas time, I give you permission to put it away. All right, because I love you. Yes, and I know you don't need my permission, but I'm giving it to you anyways. All right, number 3, what brings connection to your family? Something that brings a huge connection to my family is baking. These are some of our family recipes. This is my lemon bar recipe. I love that lemon bar recipe. These are my molasses cookies and then caramels. And actually my kids picked a recipe that they really enjoy, and then we go into the kitchen and we bake together. And each one has a different recipe that they really enjoy baking, and that is connection for us. It's something I probably would have been doing anyways at Christmas time, because who doesn't bake? Well, not everybody bakes at Christmas time, but that's something I really enjoy doing at Christmas. And then it brings in my kids, and so we get to enjoy it together. So that's number 3. It meets that criteria. First of all, it makes me sparkle. Secondly, I can gladly keep it up year after year. And thirdly, it brings connection to my family. So I hope this is helpful for you to go, you don't have to think too hard to bring a tradition into your family. It's okay to try something new, and it's okay not to do everything. Totally okay not to try and do everything that somebody suggests you should do. This is your family. Make sure it brings joy to your Christmas season without that frazzle, that chaotic feeling. Don't feel like you have to do it all, and try to keep it simple. Okay? That way you have success at Christmas. I love you all. If you are watching this on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you're not watching it on YouTube, go to my YouTube channel because I do put up a new video every single week. And Merry Christmas to you all. I don't know if I have another family tradition to bring to you next week, but I'm sure I'll bring you something. So something Christmassy, because I love, love, love this time of year. Merry Christmas to you guys. I can't see any comments that are coming through. My phone is sideways and it's not showing any comments. So if you have any questions for me, if you want to comment on, you know what I would love is your family tradition. What do you do in your family that brings you joy, that makes you sparkle, that you do year after year, and that brings connection to your family? I would love to hear your traditions. God bless. Merry Christmas. And let me know what your traditions are.